Hello everyone, this is Tammy McEwen, a Creative Memories Advisor, and I'm going to share with you how to create custom refill pages for your Creative Memories album. First, you're going to want to log in to your Creative Memories account and go to Create Digital Photo Albums. And then there are a variety of digital offerings that Creative Memories has, but today we are going to choose custom refill pages. You will have a choice of choosing a full set of 16 pages, that's 16 sheets, 2 pages per sheet, or a custom refill page 2-pack, and that will give you 2 physical pages with 4 layouts. We're going to go into a custom refill pages 16-pack because I'm creating an album. Here you're going to acknowledge that you have permission to use the photos or artwork you are using and select Customize. You're going to name your project and then you get to choose a variety of options. You can choose a blank slate where you completely design the pages yourself. You can choose full page photos. This is great if you are importing your own pre-designed digital pages. So you've created your pages in alternate scrapbooking software and want to print them as Creative Memories refill pages, or you want to do full page photos on every single page. Then what is amazing about this is that CM has designed specific page layouts using their variety of collections. So here we have Serene Waters, we have Leave Nothing Behind, and so this is a complete book pre-designed. All you need to do is add in your photos and embellishing. And if you don't know where to start, this is always a great place to start because you can always empty the page and start fresh with a blank page. So let's show you that. So we're going to select this book and then we need to upload our photos. Once we're finished uploading our photos, we can choose autofill and the design tool is going to choose where the photos go. But we're going to skip that session because I like to fill them myself. Now our album design tool is open and we can see along the bottom here, these are the pre-designed pages that Creative Memories has created for us. And so we can either start at the beginning or we can go through and kind of choose what layout we'd like to use. So I'm going to come into this page layout because this suits the photos that I want to use. Now, this layout has 2 photos on each side. If I want to change that layout, I just come over here to the Layout tab and I can choose, if I had 4 photos to go on to this page, I can choose the 4 photos tool and I can, oops, I went to the wrong page. And I can choose to change the photos holders to suit the photos that I have. So I'm not quite sure how many photos I want to set on this page, so I have to look. So I can go into my Photos tab and I can see I've selected these 8 photos to go on to this double page layout. Now I think this layout is all about Scrappy and our little sunset cruise. So let's go into layout and choose 3 photos for this side. Let's try that. And now we can go into our Photos tab and we can add in the photos. And we're just dragging and dropping them wherever we would like them, and then we can move and pan and we can zoom and let's see. And then on this side, we can do the same. So we will change our layout. And this is great because it shows me that I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos that I haven't used. So let's go over here to layout, and I can come in here to 5 photos or 5 or more photos, and I can kind of choose the photos that I want on this side. I kind of like that layout. That looks kind of fun. And so let's go into photos. So Scrappy had a great time. And review. And we're just dragging and dropping these photos. And so you can see too how you can move these photos around however you want them. And there we go. And again, you can zoom and pan. Now, I think I'd like to swap these pages. So I can go to reorganize, and I can come down here and I can move them. So now Scrappy gets to be first. He's the star of the attention. And I'm going to swap those two. Now, maybe I don't really need this one photo, or this photo here is kind of a duplicate of this one over here. I can go back over to layout. I can now maybe choose 4 photos on here, and it will give me some options. So let's see. There we go. Look at Scrappy. He's having a great time. So now, say this photo here is a little bit too big. I can transform it and there we go, line it up. And now I can go in and add some elements. So I can go into the Serene Waters element and I can take a look. And the great thing I love about the CM Designer is they've already kind of grouped elements together. So now I can put this on this page. I can resize it, and I can move this photo to the front, or I can move it to the back, depending on where I want to put this one. I can also go through and give all the elements a border. So it gives it like a nice frame around it. So we can go in and choose a 6-point frame. Let's try a 30. We're going to make it white because I like the white. See what that looks like. Oh, those are nice. So now I can go through and do the same. That was a 30 and a white. And a 30. Now these have kind of squished together. Go back to my Transform tab and just make these photos a little smaller. And zoom in on that one. Poor Scrappy, I left him all by himself. He's like, Mom. And we can just kind of move these. There. And now we can do the same on, oh, that one needs to be smaller. There we go. Now we can do the same on this side. And now we can transform. This photo seems a little big. So let's zoom him out a bit. There we go. That's better. And we'll transform this, make it a little smaller. There we go. Now I have some room for some journaling. So here I can go in and I can add text. And I'm going to add an empty text box. And then I can place the text box however I want. And I'm just going to add some fun little text. So now that the text is in, we can go in and we can adjust the size I like a 12 or 14 point font for the journaling. And then you can choose from a variety of different fonts. And I'm going to keep with this Open Sans, but you could go into whatever fonts that you desire. And then you can choose whether it's left, right, or center justified. I'm just going to do a center on this one. And you can move it around. So depending on, where you want your journaling and the embellishments that you have, you can move those around. So now I'm going to add in a couple more embellishments. So now the great thing about the CM Designer is you have all of these elements at your fingertips from all the different variety of collections that Creative Memories has available. So I'd like to add in a title. So I'm going to come down to these tonal laser words and see what titles they have available here. So these are great to add in. So let's add in the word fun, and we can resize and place wherever we'd like, and memories. So I'm just going to resize these a little bit more. And now we can add in a color. So I can pick up the oranges, I can pick up the turquoises. So this color here looks very similar, and we can do that again. And so many color choices to choose from. This little bar here shows your recent color, so you can make sure you're selecting the same color. Let's just move this, and let's change this text to that color as well. We go to the text ribbon, and see, we can pick up that same color. And you can make the text bold if you want, or italic. And I'm just going to resize that text again. So lots of flexibility here. And let's just, there we go. That looks kind of fun. Maybe make that a little bigger. And now I think it still needs like a little element down here. So let's go back to that Elements tab. And Creative Memories has lots of fun Border Maker cartridges for their Border Maker system. You can also get those digitally in the CM Designer. So look at all these fun Border Maker designs that we can add. So I think I'm going to add it down here. That's kind of the water. So let's go back to those fish. They look cute. So we just add in, it's like a stamp. So you can resize it to whatever size works for you. And once you get it the size that you want, I go through and I choose a color. So lots of colors to choose from. Look what happens when I make it this orange color. It just kind of blends in so you can barely see it. I think that's kind of fun. So once I have it the size that I want, and I like to make it the color, but I can always change it, go up to this copy tab. So I copy that and I paste it. And it pastes it pretty much right on top. But then you can go through and it kind of places it right side by side. You can't see that very well. So I'm going to go choose this turquoise color that we used before, and we'll do that again. So I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to paste. And we're just pasting it right there again, and paste. So now I don't want the fish over top of this photo, so I can just click this photo and click front. So it's going to move this photo to the front, and I still do want that, I think, to be the orange color, because I just want it to kind of blend in. So I'm just going to make these back to that orange color. There. Make sure you save it, and I think my layout is done. Now to add more pages, I just select one of the page layouts at the bottom, and say I don't want this particular background. What I can do now is select the page. I can go into background, and now I can choose from any of the papers, from any of the collections that Creative Memories has available. So I can stay with the Serene Waters collection, and here are all the papers and the Fast to Fab pages, and I can choose whichever layout I would like for the background, or I could go into a different collection and choose something different. So in the Sunrays for Days, I could choose this cute watermelon paper, and I can come over to the other side and I can choose the other side, or I could choose a full page. It's whatever I would like. So again, you can choose from whatever papers Creative Memories has available here. Then I can do the same thing as I can go into the layout, and I can choose the way that I want the photos to be on the page and add the embellishments and so on. Once I have my book designed, I can reorganize the pages down here. So the pages I created earlier, if I want them at the beginning of the book, I just drag and drop the pages to where I want them in the book. Once my book is ready, I can preview it here in the Preview tab, and I can flip through the pages to see what the book would look like. The great thing about the CM Designer is that this stays on the CM website, and you can come back and forth to this project as often as you like. The other great thing is that you can create this project and you don't pay anything until you order your book or pages. So I hope this has helped you become a little bit more familiar with the Creative Memories design tool. Once you've finished your project and you want to access the other custom products you have created, you can come up to this menu and you can choose My Custom Products. And this takes you to the page where all your custom products are. Alternatively, if you go up to My Account, the menu opens and you can choose My Custom Products. And this list will give you a list of all the products that you have created. If you want to edit the product, just go into this Edit tab and it will open up your project, and you can continue to edit your project and add more pages or elements or have fun creating again. Happy scrapbooking!